You approach the step once more, a long step. Thank the gods you don't have to try so hard this time. Take the first step and then you are at the top of the steps. Let's go. Okay, so maybe we can try to go back. Sun and 2 blades. We can do that. We can do that. Oh, is it because we can see now, maybe? Maybe. A rat! Yay! We have 4 now. Nothing new here. Alright. Because I feel like we should have gotten all of the rats by now. Since we walked around here so much. Something is stashed under these heavy rocks. Oh. You picked up the insignia. Heavy. Official. The symbol of Norwich shaped in iron. Huh. Well, there's only one paladin left in the city. The missing paladin complete. Oh. Turn it over in your hand. The craftsmanship is exquisite. This isn't something you lose accidentally, not something you abandon. Snell, look at this. The goblin peers at the insignia. Seems official. Some leftover from an old delve? No, this is one of a kind. This belonged to Lord Gorm, the last paladin of Earth. Oh. Oh shit. The one that's missing. The one and only. He goes quiet, his eyes darting back and forth in the dark tunnel. So, yeah, he must have died down here, swallowed by the dungeon. He might still be alive somewhere. We will keep up hope. I don't think we will find this paladin. Keep up hope. But I suppose this is some type of closure. I will report this to my patriarch once the mission is finished. He lowered his head. He lowers his head as if shown some type of respect. Got it. Look at it carefully. The symbol gleams even in the dim light. Most strikingly, it appears to be hot and red, clearly highly esoteric and as if containing some magic fire. And if it is here in this dungeon, then surely Lord Gorm must be dead. Yeah, probably. Maybe crushed by these here rocks or something. Lord Gorm must be dead. A truly tragic end. The missing paladin is missing no more. Somewhere down here in the dark, another sign of how the city will fall. As for the insignia, it shall be returned to the palace. Eventually. May Earth guide him home. Okay. Interesting. What do we have? Let's do this. Okay, so this one is intelligence. Advantage in esoteric events. We sort of want that. Wisdom and wisdom. Well, I want to have this one. This one is great. So that one would give one strength. Advantage against earth folk. Oh, that's really good. Damn, that looks cool. D&D, man. D&D. Symbol of Norwich on an iron plate. This is the official insignia of the Paladin of Norwich. There is only one of these still around, Lord Gorm. Since you found it on the ground in the middle of the city below, it must mean the good Lord has gone and met its maker. Yeah, let's do that. That's cool. Riksbank. Oh. Now we saw the paw prints. Really? We should have just taken the stupid torch right away. No, we were there. Okay. Oh. Strange book. At the end of this hallway, in an alcove like any other, you see a book. It sits on a thin ledge. It does not have anything on the cover. This is creepy. Agreed. Don't write your name in there or anything. Heard about a guy that found a book once up in Muletown. Or Muletown. On the cover it said famous people, and inside was just a list of, well, famous people, historical figures or whatever. So this guy thought it'd be funny to scribble his own name among them, and poof, he turned into feathers. Like a big collection of pure black feathers. Started floating away in the wind down the river. It was all everyone could talk about for weeks. That's a random story. You're not making this any less creepy, Snell. He gives you a chuckle. I know. Then the goblin frowns, looking up on the ceiling. I can't seem to remember the guy's name, though. Ominous. Anyway, what were you doing? Open the book. You flip open to a page, any page. You flip through multiple. They're all empty. You know what you're doing, cleric? Keep flipping until you see the next page. It says, in a clean and steady handwriting, what tome do you desire? Huh? Yeah, this is cursed. Clearly this is esoteric. You take out a quill. You remember a number of ancient tomes, books, letters, and various pieces of literature you could ask for. You scramble to remember the names of various books, letters, and various pieces of literature you've seen through the education. Norwegian chants, yeah. Your letters immediately fade from the page, but is replaced by another message that seemingly forms... So this is Harry Potter now? Seemingly forms out of the same ink you used to write. Patriarch Philly? His books are found everywhere, but the closest copy in the local lich house. Then the text quickly disappeared. That's amazing. If it can locate any book, then it's like very, very useful. A glorious esoteric artifact. Make use of it. You get ready with your quill. As you write those letters, finishing it with a simple punctuation. I think that's the book that the guy asked for, right? Book of the Mind. Oh. The entire illusion wanders off far into the deep, deep hallway. Whoa. Yet, directly to your left, you see an entrance. It leads to somewhere bright. Your companion points towards it. Yep. That's some esoteric bullshit. As you glance over at the book, still gliding away into the darkness, you catch a final glimpse of its flipping pages while it's turning into some fine mists. Of course, we have that splendid tome. If you ask nicely, it might be yours. Cool! Whoa. What the hell? So many books. And we take a shard. Damn. This was just sitting here. There it is. From the pile, among all the ancient tomes and scriptures, each holding a world of knowledge inside, the one you seek is here, right here on the ground. Whoa, tingling teal cover, golden pages, an esoteric gem upon the latch. It's almost blinding you with its radiance. It's large in both width and thickness. Open the latch. From the pile, right away it says on the first page in big bold letters, Blood Prosperity of the House Haginshag. Book of the Mind. Won't you look at that? The book applicant's wanted quest complete, or rather he wants to see the sizable foreword taking up the first dozen pages of the book. The scholar will be glad once you deliver it. If the upper class could be encapsulated into a single tome, I think it looked like that. Don't you think it'd be even more bejeweled or something? I feel unworthy. This was easy, too easy. Hold on, there's something. What's up? Oh, you will say, a blinding light from below shooting into endless above. Behind you! Turn around. A At the center of the strange spiral abyss floating, your eyes adjusted to catch a glimpse of one surreal shape. A glorious spectral delight. Who are you? Identify yourself. We are many pages, all words. We see you. I'm not allowed to take the book, I presume. The book is mine. I've been tasked with retrieving this book. You cannot stop me. I'm not allowed to take the book, I presume. A true statement. The string is in motion. While the library shakes lightly at the tone of its esoteric entity voices, you do feel there is no immediate threat here. Your companion nervously glances at you and whispers, "You do your thing, okay? Interesting. Tell me more about yourself." Can you see the strings of yore? We are one with the string. What's the rarest book you got here? Rarity is a trait determined by the beholder. I mean, yeah, but like in your opinion. We do not convey through opinions. We live through written facts. But like, which book can't be found anywhere else? We hold thousands of written works which cannot be found anywhere else. I see. You do not. You expect an answer. That's true. You're a bit difficult to hold a conversation with, Ghostly Library. That's true. We hold 3 tomes, each of which holds a level of uniqueness and universal desire among the populace of this plane that they can be considered the most rare copies in the collection. 16 lessons of the chronomancy by chronomancer. The Codex of Ultimate Wisdom by assorted authors, and a copy of the Vulgata by Saint Jerome. A Vulgata? Isn't that a book on knighthood? Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. The original taken via raids 1,000 years ago left by Rodor de la Garra Verde. Tell me about the text Chronomancy. No, its content is known only to those who can offer an equal exchange. It was the greatest treasure left by Himvrok Hagginshogs. You must seek out this wizard Himvrok after the election. There is simply too much knowledge to pass up here. Where did you get the Vulgata? Ulrich Dreisen. That is the name that was given. That does sound like a name of the first knight, like from the magazine tales. Those seem like some rare texts. Yes, they are hidden from you, for you do not hold anything of equal value. I took your fancy to that. Do I look poor? What if I could get something more valuable, of more value, and come back? One visit, one trade. Do you stay in the same place, or do you move about? The location changes. The worthy are drawn near. I see. So it's a temporary pop-up sort of situation you get going here. So it changes on the seasonal basis, or I understand. It's esoteric bullshit. We are where the exchanges can be made, nowhere else. Who created you? The mind of tolling cattle. Oh, the cord pullers, the servant of Yore. Yore is dead. Those who made you are dead. Did your creators live here in Ascan? The cord pullers built their empire around the gate. That is where they are. Was that your book on the outside? We are. All texts. The written, the pages, the tome, the book. We are. An esoteric knowledge bank. Collecting the written word from everywhere within. Perhaps a few miles? An intense magic. Perhaps beyond even that of the Arcanists. I really did not mean to steal from you. You have taken, it has begun. Interesting. Tell me about yourself. We are the living library, that which roams the walls, the fields, the phrase of Eomestra. Build upon the word of all, the word of those who spin the yarn, yet do not thread the string. It speaks through a filter, as if it is translating its words directly from an ancient tongue. What the fuck are you talking about? That's very interesting. What else can you tell me? Mestra. The local apprentice, the one who melded with the stone. One of the 8. How fascinating. Does that mean the Ascan apprentice is stuck in the foundation of Norvik? Such clear and effective communication. What do you want from me? A piece given, a piece returned. Egalitarian exchange. So what, I need to give you a book of equal value? Hold on, isn't this a library? Can't I just return it later? Can you tell me who left this book here? Do you have anything that's even close of value to this? I don't have anything for you. Have to give a book of equal value. A piece that is equivalent. And how is that valued? Do you value it, or a piece that is equivalent? Helpful. Hold on, is this a library? Can't I just return it later? The collection must be complete. Can you tell me who left this book here? Yeah, book of the mind was left by Himbro Kagenstag. In exchange, a piece of equal value was given. Who was that guy? What did that guy give in exchange? A piece given was the blood order of dog. Of dog? Of dog. Of dog. Dog. Which dog? Dog Lindem. Ah, that dog. Legendary figure. Can I see the blood order? It is not what you asked for. Yeah, I know, but I can't browse. But can't I browse the collection? No. If there wasn't a strange apparition ruling over this place, you could totally sneak over and take a look. Yeah, if only. Do I have anything that's even close to the value of this thing? No, nothing. This book must be worth a fortune. 100,000 crowns to the right collector, maybe. Monetary value, no, but in more subjective terms? Okay, thank you. Damn. No, there's nothing you have that monetarily exchange equally to this tome. However, it's not connected to a monetary value at all. It is not. While powerful, it would be unlikely that this thing would apply its own material break to the value on text, simply because it would not keep the value of its collection intact. What? If you take out this book, then spread the secret foreword hidden within, the applicant spoke so longingly about, then the value would crash. And the monetary value of the collection would collapse. It has to be an object of what? Sentimental value? More or less, yes. Something that symbolizes a similar value, or on whatever ineffable level this apparition appraises its collection. Which means that there is only one object in your possession that would reach in any way a high enough level of value. And you know what it is. Grab your pouch of holding. No. What, you got something? An equal exchange, says the apparition, the light at the center of the spiral growing more apparent. My voting card. Yes. Your what? That would be an equal exchange. An equal exchange. And you know it. You've sworn to guard it with your life. It is a symbol of your political internal struggle. What kind of man would just throw it away? You're not just throwing it away. A vote is just one vote. If you get that book, you could, buy as many votes as you want. Yes, the vote is useless. Just get the book. You've struggled for ages over how to make your voice heard. Is this a time to falter, truly? What a terrible conundrum. Just do it. You should think about this hard. Come on, just do it. God damn it. You're holding the voting card in your hand. On the surface, you see the marks of an indecisive man lit upon by the glow of the living library. Cleric? An equal exchange. State your full name and the name of your piece. Give away your voting card. You nod towards the light, then it repeats the command. State your full name and the name of your piece. Ragn Hemlin? Ah, hold it up. Ragn Hemlin's voting card. The card is grabbed from your hands as if swept up by a non-existent wind. Yes. The voice lets out a deep, harrowing statement. The exchange is accepted, so I am not allowed to vote? The trade is in place. Then the light slowly begins to fade as darkness once again envelops the spiral chamber. Oh man, good job, but I gotta ask, why was your voting card worth the same as a super expensive book? What do you mean? I've lost my only vote. I won't be able to participate in our first ever election. This is a tragedy. Cleric. He looks at you with the apprehensive gaze of a concerned parent. You know you can just get a new one, right? What? A voting card. It's a bit annoying, but anyone can just get a new one from the district office if they lose it. What? Suddenly the light returns. No! Value is depreciated. Oh no! Snell! Oh shit! He glares at you. He glares at the apparition, then glares back at you, nodding. Run! Stupid Snell! You quickly slip the fancy book into your pouch of holding and in the same moment begin to sprint up the spiral walkway. As you do, the voice lets out a deep harrowing statement. No exchange offered. Your soul will take its place. Oh my god. The illusionary books upon the shelves begin to crumble and shake, turning to dust one by one in a series of violent esoteric poofs. Poof is the scientific term, of course. The ground shakes and the world collapses as you move up the stairs. Oh my god. You will join the collection. The goblin by your side as the two of you run as if a fire burned at your back. Stop! The apparition clearly wasn't ready for your sprint. It must be because you tricked it with a voting card. That was a great move. Yeah, sure, tricked. Let's go, go, go! Rush ahead. The shelves turn into a sea of dust further below, quickly catching up. You quickly push yourself around the spiral as books begin to fly out of the shelves. Many turn to dark ash, covering the path in front of you. The goblin hops the puddle of book dust. Something's wrong with this shit. Don't touch it. Behind, further below, you see a wave of this ash forming. It grows, filling the library. The voice, now faded and far away, appears to chant, "The collection, the collection." As you hear this, a tome lands before you. It does not turn into ash. Look at it. It says the personal spellbook of Grand Arcanist Phyllis Frax. This is a masterpiece. You must have it. Grab it. Fuck! Such knowledge cannot be lost. Take the spellbook, reach down and grab it on the floor. Everything fades away as your hand seems to go through the book. Through the book at the floor and the ashen wastes where your mind is rotting. Reach the book and scream in pain. I wonder if you could have succeeded that. Shit, I wanted to do it. The second you raise your arm, the darkness disappears. What did I just tell you? Run, cleric! Behind you, the ash is quickly gaining on you. Keep running. Go! We're just walking chill. You follow the goblin up, closer towards the exit. You're so close now. All the strange ashen books now pour into the walkway in a cascade of dark pages. The collection is echoing ominously behind you and barely noticeable over the rumbling of the structure. Almost there. That is when you notice it. The magazine. It sits on the railing. A magazine in a library? Yes, you can see it clearly. It's the Red Light, the best nudie magazine in Narvik. It is banned in every official district. One of a kind type. Oh, that's fine. I really don't care to stop for a random pin-up magazine. Oh, truly? Of course. The tower had a ton of hidden stacks of smut. It's not exactly difficult to... Hold on. Look at the cover. It's a special edition. What kind of edition? Take a look. It can't hurt. You glanced at it, just a quick peek. Oh yes. On the cover is a partially sturdy-looking and well-built woman. The title says Orcs and Amazons edition. Earth be good. Don't open the mag. Oh my god, are you serious? It cannot hurt to reach out, grab the magazine. Cleric, no! You hear the voice of your companion fade away as you touch the ashen paper. It turns to dust, wrapping around your hand. What? No! Can we heal? I'm just gonna heal a bit. The great booming voice reappears behind you, sending a throbbing pulse into your skull. You will take its place. The sea of ash rises over your boots, your legs, your chest. It is hard to breathe now. It is nice here, in the nothing. This is what you deserve. There is no one here to ruin it all, and nothing to escape from. No one to leave you. Nothing at all. Dive into the sea of ash and dreams. Suddenly a sharp pain grabs hold of your neck. Tight and rough, it pulls you away. Jesus, I knew it. Away from the gods. Damn, that didn't heal much. Oh god. Damn. Try to open your eyes. You're not getting away that easily. You see a glimpse of your goblin companion desperately pulling you out of the ashen flow from below. A leather strap is wrapped around your throat. It is choking you, but just before you lose consciousness again, the goblin lets go. You're out of the poisonous ash, but your mind is groggy. Now get up and run. The flow of the ash catches up to you quickly now, like waves of glittering dark sand. Each splash is hitting your back, causing you to lose strength. The two of you run towards the exit. Don't stop. The chanting from below grows louder now. One, a piece for a piece. Throw yourself out the doorway. You and Snell both jump into the city below hallways. The flood of esoteric ash coming after you up until the exact crossing of the doorway, at which point it is stopped, hitting an invisible barrier, which promptly faded into a solid wall once more. Holy shit. The goblin falls down on the ground, letting out an occasional insane chuckle. Another stupid death averted. You got the damn book at least. Check if you still got it. Taking it out of your pouch of holding, you do still have the quite real and physical copy of the Book of the Mind 6th edition. A successful library heist, with some minor hiccups. Time to deliver the book to the halfling. The goblin gives you a thumbs up and slowly starts to get up on his feet. Next time, he says, pointing upwards, we'll go to the Darwin library, okay? That was some esoteric bullshit. Phew! No, it's already dawn. Damn. Damn. I don't really remember. How did we... Wait, we can go through the harbor thing, right? See if you can find any more rats. Well, it's kind of right here, right? Because I think we only have 4 rats, yeah. And we need to do a long rest, I guess. We have been going for a pretty long time without a long rest. That's pretty good. symbol Axel was talking about. It does the front of the shrine, then the sides of the shrine. It's faint, but there's some type of symbol on it. It's difficult to tell what's a weathered scratch and what's a creative choice. Look closer. Yes, a symbol. A symbol of a sun, definitely. If this is what Axel wanted you to find, you found it, huh? So what do I do now? Get back to your dwarf buddy, of course. Yes. Tell Axel about this symbol. He would be grateful for the information. Very grateful. Like, get a nice little payday grateful. You find what you're looking for? Yep. I like the sound of that. I want a payday too. Or maybe I'll just be happy that he's happy and we're all happy together. Yep. Great, happy for you. His tone of voice indicates, please, can we leave this scary ruin now? Maybe we'll all be happy together. That sounds lovely. I like the sound of that, a payday. Who doesn't? I should get back to Axel then. To those other ruins. Man, there's a lot of ruins down here. Yes, you should, right away. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Oh... Huh. Okay. That's cool. But I don't have a level 3 spell slot yet. So I can't really use it, I think. We can go this way, that's fine. Actually, let's go to where this guy was dead to... Now that we have this torch. Nope. Nothing? Okay. I'd want to find the last rat. Oh. Very nice. I love this torch. Can I just say? Such a horrific visage. Visage? Stepping in front of the petrified person statue, you get a sudden sense of paranoia, as if someone is listening in. It's difficult not to, you're very loud. Over here, buddy. By the nose. That voice must be some kind of telepathy. Find the source. Look down. Your eyes wander upon the nose of the stone statue. At the very tip, you see something. Something tiny and unremarkable. A simple ant. Unremarkable? We might be tiny, but trust us. We've got a bite. Are you inside my head? Duh. We are one of many. You can smash it. Oh my god. Freaking great to meet with you, buddy. Am I going crazy? An esoteric ant? You can call us one. We didn't really used to have a name since we were hive minds. So one will do for now. Right. Good to meet you, one. Yeah, good to meet you too. Huh? The goblin stares at you, then stares at the statue. You're having a moment or something. Shh, I'm talking to an ant. Hold on, someone's in my head. Point at Snell. Explain this to my companion so he doesn't think I'm crazy, please. Right, sup dude? You're a goblin? Snell perks up and looks around. Psychic ant points at the statue nose. Oh. He gets ready to smash it. No, relax. We're alone. And we just need to ask a favor. The goblin stops. Do you know how much trouble you cranium ants cost us? We had to hire a specialist just to get you to leave. Yeah, it was a whole thing. But we left, you won, so let bygones be By the gones, as they say. He stares at the ant for a few seconds, then he frowns. Fuck it, sure. As long as you guys don't return, then fine, what do you want? We need your help. We were driven from the area a while ago, but we left me behind. You mean I? This whole identity thing is really new to me. I've never been disconnected from the hive for this long before. It's really difficult. You don't want to be an individual? I think it's pretty great. Being alone sucks. Rejoining the hive sounds like a good idea. You should do that. I agree. But if you help me out, how about we give you something in return? Oh, that sounds like a quest. But Strength didn't like quests, right? We don't need a reward. We'll help you because it's the correct thing to do. Something in return, you say? That sounds like a quest. Yes! No. We don't need a reward. Oh, well, you can still get a reward since you're such a nice guy. And also, we don't really have any use for it. We know the location of a secret stash. It's buried in the undercoat path, like below this place. Below the city below? Right below it. That's low. Sure is. The undercoat path is... Well, it leads all the way down to the undercoast. Right past the gravity flip. Oh my god. Although you won't need to go that far down. It's too dangerous for someone like you anyhow. Beware. The ant might be small, but it's still... psionic? You must help this creature. It is asking for your help, and it would really not be that much of a hassle. Be nice. Carry the ant. Pick up the ant. I will get you to your brothers, my friend. Are you afraid of getting, crushed, since you're so tiny? One is a good name. It is a function. But don't get used to it. You don't have a name in your hive. Nah, no needs. We're all one there. Creepy. Only nice to be part of a hive if you're the queen or the king. What are you voting for in the election? Election? Oh, I heard about that. It sounds like your kind's way of trying to emulate our hive mindedness. Everyone gets to voice their opinion, leading to a unified direction. Except you get to think for yourself. Sounds about right. Being in a hive mind would certainly make the whole process a lot easier. Sure does. Although I imagine it's a bit different if you actually get to have an individual mind on things, Think about it yourself, by yourself, with yourself. Something to think about. Huh. What do you know about the tea shop? Yes, good. The ant might have picked up on something interesting about the explosion. Explosion? Oh, so that's what it was the other day. Whole cavern shook. Crazy stuff. The ant clearly don't know anything interesting. It's an ant. Hey, that's not fair. I'm real perceptive, So he can really hear everything going on in my head. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like thinking some weird things, whatever what, like a solution to a problem, or I'm just like the mind wanders into stupid ideas, and I'm like, if someone could hear me now, they'd think I'm crazy. That's not fair. I'm real perceptive, There was some stuff happening after the shaking, I'll admit. A human in yellow clothing, went past the roots. He did something esoteric to the hairy brute. To get in. I assumed he'd come back screaming from the south tunnels, but never saw him. Aren't you afraid to get, crushed since you're so tiny? Nah. My telekinesis isn't too powerful going solo, but it's enough to keep myself defended from boots and any crevices I might fall into. That's all. Okay. Pick up the ants. Cranium ant, oh my god. You're a real cool guy, buddy. We'll be sure to remember you as one of the good ones once I get back, that is. Alright, so questioning time. You should go down below to the undercoat path and then talk to the ants. Just pick him out of your pocket when it's time, or something like that. Thanks. Put the ant in your pocket and leave. I don't... we're just gonna save. Oh, it's Nessan. Wait! Okay, bugbear. A brute, a beast, a warrior. She could break you easily. Okay. Herman. A hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Watch yourself, this is halfway's territory. This is a bugbear. They are the most common in the west, living in the rough lands between Fordnip and the VK. Dwarven slang for Viska, as if it is needed to be shortened. Viska, a collection of loose dwarven cities in the northwest of Askani, also known as Viska Kingdoms. She notices Snell with you and gives him a nod. Runner. Hey, Moongore. Things going well? They are going. She nods in your direction. This your cleric? Seems so, yeah. I thought he'd be taller, she says with a scoff. I don't like your tone. You know this creature, Snell. Bow. I am the cleric. Nice to meet you. The bugbear places a hand on her weapon. Do not cause trouble. A morning star. Beware. Morning star. No, that is clearly just a spiked mace. I believe the term is flanged a mace. A club. Keeping it simple. Great. She will not use it. I have some questions about the day of the tea explosion. I felt a slight rumble in the earth. I was down here guarding the roots, so nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing I have to tell you, human. Okay. There's a dwarf who says you won't let him pass here. The dark dwarf? Yes. He asked for access to the south tunnel. He is not permitted. Why not? Because he's a dwarf? A dark dwarf? No. He's not permitted because he is a dungeoneer. Lady Sageleaf does not allow looters on her grounds. Am I an official expedition? Am I an official expedition? Okay. Good. He seems like a profiteer. I hate those. Seems a bit discriminatory. It is not. She frowns. If you go into the south tunnel, beware of monsters. They crawl in from below, infesting the caverns. We clean them out every other week, but they return often. Isn't the pest control guild supposed to take care of that stuff? She lets out a deep laugh. Pest control? Those pushies don't let step below the lower, especially on Tolstad. Bunch of weaklings looking for easy payouts. If we can't deal with it ourselves, we hire outside muscles. But not the PCG. Historically, the PCG have trouble dealing with the massive amount of requests of monsters and esoteric things crawling through Norvik. You've heard many tales of the pest controllers in your day. The Pest Control Guild works closely with clerics whenever they need heavy muscle. Back in the day, the retired clerics would often gravitate towards the PCG, but these days most clerics don't want to get their hands dirty in that sort of way. Dangerous work, stay away from it. Isn't the pest controller dead? What kind of monsters? All kinds, anything that crawls through the cracks of the city below. All kinds, tell me more! Last month we killed a hook horror. It was a great hunt. Before that, a bunch of giant spiders, a grey ooze. Last year we had a specialist to deal with a hive of cranium ants. They negotiated for days. The worst was probably the gricks. I hate those things, but I'm sad to say we have not yet had the ordeal with a bullets. Land shark predator. They burrow through the air with intense speeds. They have been known to invade Norwegian streets at times, taking many lives in the process. I do not think those land sharks enjoy tunneling here. But there have been reports of few of them moving closer to settlements in the last year over in Verdun. I want to skin one of those things one day. That would be pleasurable. Cool. I can deal with that. I'm very strong. She looks you up and down. Huh? You're insane, man thing. I like that. Last month we killed a hook horror that... Okay, grey ooze. Negotiated for days. Verdun. Cool. She grins. Okay. Have you seen a man in yellow pass in here? She grunts. Is that a yes? I did. Are you looking for the man? Yeah, well, clearly. Grunt. Conspicuously. The bugbear shows you a deep frown and says, if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Wait, what? Why? I saw him approach from the pillar chamber, told him to stop, to step away from the halfway turf, but that bastard, he cast a spell on me. That handsome, huh? That's awful. If you fail to resist it, that's on you. That's awful. No, I was weak. I saw him approach, he wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens. Run away from her before it's too late. You hate kittens? I'll avenge your honor, salute her, I swear. What else can you tell me about him? He had slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norwich. He carried a backpack and several things, tools. That's not very specific. How much darker exactly? Somewhere between a tan hill goblin and a pale fell orc. That's very that's very good information, thank you. I have no idea what that means. She shrugs. You hate kittens? Yes, any child, the beast, really. It's like every beast hates the ones that's lower. Like the little devil guy that we talked with in the beginning, that was like a lawyer thing. He was being upset that the ones higher up were the one determining if he got to get the promotion or not. But everybody is just talking shit about the ones that's lower. They are too weak to survive on their own. That is a disgusting feature of adolescence. This chick is crazy. I'll avenge your honor. Okay. Do what you want, I do not care. She actually kind of does. You catch her glancing at your figure. Oh god. In which direction did he go? Through the south caves. I don't know. Like, south caves, is that where the snail is? No, he's east. I mean, that's where we found the hat then, in the south ones. But where did he go? So he went through the crocodile after that. She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away because of that darned spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle, but that bastard turned invisible and entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. I'm a wizard, by the way. Same, can't stand those nerds. The bugbear lets out a grunt, clearly signaling she's done with that part of the conversation. Can I have that spell scroll you've got? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? No. Just take it then. Leave the convo, sneak up on her and snatch it. Only suckers ask for things. Okay. Okay. I defeated a skeleton in the crypt. You did? No, actually it was Snell. Well, she looks you up and down. I'm impressed. Less for us to worry about. I defeated a roper in the south caves. A roper? That is a ferocious beast. They do not come this far up very often. Well done, human. What's it like working for HBT? They are good. Lady Sageleaf is a great leader. Her power is overwhelming. You look a lot stronger than her, though. I agree. That little goblin woman is enough to break a dozen men. She's not that scary. Lady Sageleaf is weak, inefficient leader who will fall soon enough. Break a dozen men. Or more. She looks away for a moment. I've been given a life here, a purpose. While I do not enjoy living among your kind, the goblins are a fine people. Thanks. Not you in particular, Weasel. Weasel? I don't think I deserve to be called that. It's a pretty good nickname. So you guard primarily. Do you do anything else in here? Hobby? Guard? Yes. I do tend to do some gardening duty as well, keeping the dampness to an appropriate level and communing with Lord Pooh when the dark elf requires it. The druid? Has she taught you magic? No, Nessun has shown me tricks. I have no interest in magic and its foul nature. You got a green thumb, eh? No, but I serve well nonetheless. You get to fight a lot of monsters down here. Yes. They often break into the upper city below. It is mostly minor monsters, sometimes a large one. At times undead. Fought a ghoul last month, easy kill, not too interesting. It's my oh sorry, hit the microphone. It's my great pleasure to best a dangerous foe. Her smile is horrific and bright. You wanna fight some nasty crocodile I found earlier? I got some other questions. Of course you do. You look like a great warrior and a woman. Nessa, is she okay? Moongore doesn't turn around and just grunts at you. Do not disturb her. Not that you would be able to. She is in deep meditation. Far from here. Leave her alone. But I need to talk to her. Then find her in the garden later. She spends her mornings down here and returns to her office after lunch. I have cooked her a lovely roasted cave crab today. You cook? Yes, it's part of my duties. Can I join? No, you may not. Terrible tragedy. To be forced to avoid suffering food poisoning. Okay. You can stand on to gain attention. Excuse me? Where? Oh. The goblins are working hard this morning. Mr. Cleric. How do I get to the stone? No. So that's the east tunnel, yeah? We have to return to the dwarf. To the dwarf. Yeah, we're gonna do that because I feel like I am just discovering new things all the time. Which is cool, but... Oh no, it wasn't here. No, I have to try to remember where it was. I think it was here. And down. Poor Snell can't give up. Do we see a rat anywhere? No rats? No. No. Okay. Shortfall. Take the step again. Ah, thank goodness. Okay. Nothing special? Okay. Hey! He wipes his brow and yells down at you. Hey there! I found those ruins you were looking for. Yes, and I found the symbol on the ruins. The symbol of sun. Yes, he lowers his head, letting it hang for a while. Then he lets out a roar. För helvete! Means fucking hell, basically. Helvete means hell. But it's not spelled exactly like this in Swedish, so I'm guessing it's more like two words Norwegian, or they've mixed languages a little bit. His little body joins in and screeches. That's not a good sign, huh? The dwarf takes a deep breath. Hassan means those ruins are just the same as these, he says, and taps the stone beside him. They are consecrated. The white manes would never consecrate the sacred gate. Damn it. Too bad. Agreed, this means only one thing. This lead was off, he scoffs. Oh well. Time to regroup and rethink. After the election, that is. Here. Oh. It tosses your pickaxe. Oh. That's a little trick we have in the delving business. A custom-made detect secret-infused pickaxe. Magical item as payment, not bad. Detect secret. This is very useful. You're giving this to me? Of course. You earned it, Cleric of Norvik. Of course, this pickaxe is a bit wonky. The key word is supposed to be secret, as in you say the word secret and the pickaxe casts a spell. But it doesn't quite work, so do with that as you please. Wonky magic items can be dangerous or hilarious. It's a wild magic. Anyhow, I'll be packing up soon. I'm done here. Thanks again. Saved me a ton of time and effort. Maybe in a few months you'll join me for a real expedition. Could be fun. That sounds like a death wish. I would love to delve with you, Axel. Great. And if there's anything else, just let me know. Good luck down here. Is that an item I have to carry, or... Highly dysfunctional pickaxe is supposed to point towards the nearest secrets, a trap, a fake wall, or something where other dungeoneering goodies are hidden. However, when you wield it, it just keeps trying to point upwards, making it impossible to actually use. Although the ruins looks quite interesting. So is it it's a weapon? That one is wisdom and intelligence, though. Strength and intelligence? So fun. Getting so much stuff. You approach your companion. Let's go. I don't want you to leave me. You saved me so many times. I was thinking that we would find some more evidence of the man in yellow here, but apparently not. No. Oh. Fortunate fellow. The skeleton lies crumpled against the wall. Human, male, dead for months, maybe longer. It's a skeleton. It must have been not just months. His armor has been stripped away. Only scraps of leather and cloth remain. Someone looted the corpse or something. Sad sight. These tunnels eat people. Examine the body. You kneel down to inspect the skeleton. No broken bones. He didn't die from violence. Leave the body. Piece of paper. Excuse me? You look at the wrinkled piece of paper. Its contents half legible through grime and stains. An adventuring log. Highly uninteresting. Read it. You squint at the faded text. Most of it is mundane. Supply list, coordinate, complaints, but at the bottom something different. A passage written in another hand, older, more deliberate. Read the passage. The text shifts into a formal script. Dominus noster mox redibit posteri eisus incidintur. Magnus T. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, no. Amazing. You recognize this as Dratonic, but the meaning escapes you. The dialect is old, formal. You need to translate it properly. Cool. Secret. Oh well. Where can I do a long rest, I wonder? That's what I would want to know. Oh. Tattered cloak. The cloak is sprawled upon an iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh, it's slightly blue and tattered, and it was once yours. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Ew. Don't say ew, that's rude. Weigh it in your hands. Wring out the water. The filled liquid falls on the floor in the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. Still quite wet. Weigh it in your hands. It's heavy. Don't say ew, that's rude. It's a ragged piece of... Why would it be rude? It's my ragged piece of shit. I'll ignore that comment for now. Right, well, enjoy. Should I wear this? No. Of course you should wear it. This boot is perfect tool for any decent rogue and or ne'er-do-well. I'll think about it. I mean, I am a rogue, so yeah. But I'm not a rogue. Sorry, the word I am not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. So pedantic. So unrefined. Shut up. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloth easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you are very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upwards at up to 10,000 crowns. Crowns! It's not yours though, it's the city's. You can't just use it for anything. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go put on your cloth and rob some people. Relocate some resources. Right, leave. I don't know if I have to have the torch on the entire time. There's a slight sound to it that's pissing me off. You know, I won't. I refuse. Oh, that sound is gone. Finally. Now, let me think. How did I get to that? Oh! Right. Whole day I spent just messing around. Okay, place your hand. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, well, alright. Leave it. Guy's not there anymore. Oh? Tree rising for a breath. Okay. Look at the branches of the Brachen tree. It stands in the tall garden towering over you. It is majestic. Natures recall reaching tall and deep. These roots go below the city, nay, even below the river. Touch the tree. The leaves are quite big. What's a Brachen tree anyway? Like a birch but thicker, made with primal forces of Ascani. The Brachen tree originated from the Ilium forest. It is today a major export resource in Ascani. It is quick to grow and flexible in its usage. The great woodland covering most of the border between Ascan and Reeds. Look at the branches. The wind causes the leaves to dance. Wait, between the branches high above. Oh, is that a hole in the bark? A hollow, just wide enough for you to stick your hand inside. Something glimmers up there. Treasure in the bird's nest. Yes, get up there now. It could cause great physical harm if you fell from that height, and heights are scary. The branch shudders in the sudden gusts. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I suggest not doing that. Climb that tree. You grab onto the trunk. Pressing your entire body against the rough bark, you slowly make your way upwards. Go, go, go! Just a bit more. Oh. Just get down slowly. Not worth it. Not at all. You decide to ignore the challenge of the tree and slowly inch your way down to the bottom again. Sanity strikes like lightning, eh? Now can we go? Look, touch the tree. Your hand lands firmly on the bark. Good tree. Strong tree. I don't see the purpose of this. Bye-bye, tree. Okay, but it was down below, right? The harbor thing. How do I do a long rest? Can I... I can only do a short rest. Yeah. Okay. I do not remember how we got to... Oh, there's the guy. That doesn't like us. Okay. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, okay. Speak. Hello? The goblin perks up. Ah, not me, sorry. The pillar vibrates. Hello? The whisper lies inside of you or something. It says he is here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. Nakrokrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Ouch. Weird. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar you need to investigate. It's time to further below. Okay, but we did the one below. Can I not go up here or what? Like, am I being dumb? I thought this was stairs. No? Son of Stoneback. Snell! It's his house. Oh my god. It's a bit high up. Out of reach. Oh shit. Sure to type to have a photo of myself off the wall. Mass-produced glowstone lantern. A glowstone lantern. Hey Snell, you need help fixing this thing? That's okay, cleric. The goblin doesn't know what's best for him. What's wrong with it? The glowstone inside must be malfunctioning. A common issue with these cheaply post-war era produced lanterns. Fix it. Surprise. You look over the lantern, checking the inside. Beyond the thin, cheap glass lies a green glowstone, a sharp shard type. Touch it. Oh dear god. As you do, it burns your hand. Ouch. Cleric? That thing's been acting up for weeks. Let it be, I'm gonna throw it out soon. You do not need to relieve yourself. Oh, okay. Ah, bagatelle. The goblin has some good taste then. One of Snell's boxes. Can I just take these or... Doesn't feel right. Nope. His work. You stand before a wooden board covered in sketches and various people. Each of them connected by a long red thread. What's this now? He looks over to you from across the apartment. Ah, yes, Project Visualizer. Helped me keeping track of jobs. You can check it out if you want. I haven't done much other than basic outline of the tea shop yet. I've been busy with all the running around. Looks like a ton of work. It's not really. Haven't had much downtime yet. Once we're finished, I'll make sure to compile it into a proper report for the old lady. Look closer at the sketches. You see several faces you recognize and some you don't. A birdman with a black and white pattern along with the note tea shop owner. A bulky merman with the text rival? No, unambitious. A stout-looking dwarf in uniform with a hammer symbol in the corner. Patron? A stylish orc with a freestrider heart symbol on the corner. Completely unaffiliated. Suspicious. A pale man holding a skull. No motive. Okay. A human with a fancy beard and a fish symbol in the corner. Suppressing info. Beware. Then finally, you look over at the central piece, the beautiful rendition of Lady Sage Leaf herself. Interesting. Expensive material. Look at the mattress. The mattress is extra thick, probably expensive. This material goes for extra in every outlet. However, the claim that these contain silk is ridiculous. Anything over a tiny fraction would make the bed half invisible. A scam then. Pretty damn good scam. Can I take a nap, Snell? What? No, he yells from across the apartment. Do not even think about getting into my bed. You can join too. It's definitely worse. Come on, let's have a buddy nap. Even worse. Thanks, bed. Where can I get a long rest? Nope. I would want a long rest. I think I'm gonna die. I'm not trying to be funny about it. I just think I'm gonna die. I don't know where we're going now. I forgot to look. Oh. Well... Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, here we are. Did you just rip those mushrooms out of the pot? Why did you do that? What? It was cultivating there. It was a potted mushroom. It's my right to do that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. The primal scream. Someone worked hard cultivating those, and now you're just taking them. Stop it with the sermon. By the gods, you'll put these plants to better use. Just take whatever you want. Can I put them back? No, you have to live with it. Literally, no one cares. I guess so. No, but this was the lich. No, lower layer. I don't remember how to get there. Gosh darn. Okay, well... We're going the safe route. I'm gonna try to get back to the halfling. The visual is so cute. Oh! Okay. Skilled merchant, businesswoman, halfling, entrepreneur. Man, you could learn a shit ton from someone like her. Don't want to. Also... Huh? Frank, son of Frank? No, not really. His eyes shut up and for a split second. He's lying. Just look at his eyes. Just look at his eyes move around like that. The kid likes money. Give him some and he'll sing. Maybe this will refresh your memory. Oof. The power of manipulation flows through you. It's an esoteric effect, really, because you know exactly what to tell these young lads. If there's anything else you remember, the city needs to know, kid. Okay, maybe. Okay, there's one thing. He's dragging this out. Asshole. He's a kid. I saw some dude with a big yellow backpack. That was earlier this morning, but he stood out like a sore thumb. Plus, he bought a Freestrider magazine. A Freestrider magazine? Yeah, one of those open up the port signs bunch of bullcrap. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't Earthfolk. Fancy clothes covered in dirt. My guess would be a Reedsian merchant. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. What would you guess that? He was tan in March. Even the hardiest farm guilders won't look that dark until River Run. River Run, the Northvikian holiday celebrated at the start of the summer. Traditionally, a bike race is held along the River Torna each year. Good food and fresh crayfish by River Torna. It sounds like midsummer. We're having the midsummer festival here in Sweden. He's supposed to run a bike along the river, like celebrating the summer, sort of. Felt like he was, or maybe my brosa, like God, what is it called? Damn, I forget. Did you get his name? I asked since it was so out of place, but he gave me a fake name and a thumbs up. The kid shakes his head. Ridiculous. Ask him what was the fake name. Oh shit. Frank, son of Frank. Guy was, fucking with me. Interesting. Street kiosk kids, swearing like a sailor. Did you see where he went? Yeah, down. Said he had an important meeting below, whatever that means. What did he look like? I don't know. Curly black hair, short beard, Take your time. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't earthfolk. Fancy clothes covered in dirt. My guess would be Redisian merchants. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. Okay. Did he try to sell you anything? No, he was very polite, but didn't say long. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. Okay, thank you for the information. Intervene between Rollo and Modissa. Ah, yeah, I heard. That's good. I was worried something bad would happen. But don't tell Rollo I told you to go there, okay? No worries, I won't. It literally slipped my mind. Tell him what? Good. You're lucky no one got killed. Citizen. Oh. Sure. Alright, let's finish up this quest. You could go and check the spellbook too, if we wanted to. Oh wait, nay. Sorry. That's too much fancy for me. Let's go here instead. Opens at sundown. Really? That was a spellbook. Okay. Where was the guy? Snurre. There we go. Okay. He waves his hand in front of him. Library spray! Now what do you want? I found the book of Cividics. The library was very talkative. You did? Fucking glorious! And I'm sorry, what do you mean by talkative? There's a living library right below. It's a long story, typical dungeon bullshit, you know? Never mind. Living library? Oh. A tolling cattle invention, I presume. I have heard tales of a shuffling trove of knowledge down below, but I have not spoken with an eyewitness. I bet I gave you some esoteric bullshit to handle, eh? Lots of bullshit. Oh. Thank you then. This was no small thing to ask of even an experienced cleric. Now, can I see it? Do you promise to give it back? Halfling scoffs. What am I going to do? Wrestle with you? You get the book, I get a copy of the foreword. That was the deal. Hand him the book. Look at that. What a piece of shit. There's even a gem on the latch. Such Burjois's bullshit, he says while flipping open the magical tome. I prefer my books with less flair and more content. Speaking of which, point at the first page. What do you think the mention of blood property? Huh? Haggins hag? No, it's not. It's old enough for that. How curious. The halfling sniffs a few times while flipping through the golden pages. Beyond that added note to the first page, this is most definitely exactly what I am looking for. The 6th edition of the Book of the Mind. Huzzah! No more huzzahs, please. Hells yeah! As the kids say it. Now, Snorri takes out a quill and a paper along with some ink. Then he opens the book of the first page of the dozen or so pages of forewarn. I shall copy the foreword in its entirety. Luckily, our dear Lord Scholar Cividics wrote in a regular old Diminisorian. Common language. Okay. Spread across the coast. What are you hoping for to find? Mainly an answer to his exploration of Anima Animus, but who knows if it will even be mentioned. Either way, it should only take a few minutes. Okay, I'll wait 1 hour. Okay, there we go. Snell jumps up from the couch. Those were some long minutes. Ah, yes, sorry. I had to take extra care to make sure I did not mess up any of the transcription work. Either way, now it's done. He taps the quill one last time on the final punctuation. Then... Huh? An esoteric force explodes from the tome. Your limb reaches out in instinct. It's gonna hit the halfling. But if you follow through, it'll hit you instead. What? It wants a mind. Grab the book. You grab it from Snorre's grasp. The shocked halfling letting go without a fight. The energy emanating from its pages now focusing on you. This will hurt. I don't have health for this. If you resist it, it will only go back to the scholar. If you wish to protect him, let it in. Try to resist it. Dude. There is no way. Alright. Nope. Great. Your mind is a fortress, the gates beneath down by a spiritual invasion. It floods in, every crevice filled with ghostly whispers. Yeah. Whispers and screams. Your vision grows bright. Lord Scholar Fetternax Cividix. Oh well. This will have to do. What is going on? Lord Scholar Fetternax Cividix thinks a little before you speak. What? Who are you? I am Cividix. The guy who wrote the book? I see. Greetings, Lord Scholar. Beware of this mental meeting. What is it that you want? Why have you entered my mind? The guy who wrote the book. You're not a very intelligent man, are you? That is possible, yes. There's no good way to answer that, so I am simply going to stand here like a stoic man. No, that is possible, yes. You're be damned. I am summoned to deal with a reader. Don't say that. That's a damned word. That is a mean word from a different era. Yeah, exactly. This is a mean man from that exact era. Get some knowledge out of him before he moves on for good. And stop saying these genuinely mentally stupid things. Nonetheless, this is an improvement over being brought back as a tool for the miserable mutant. Tell me, what do you wish to gain from myself here in this near corporal form? Or is it this halfling whose foolish ambitions you shall fulfill? I don't give a shit about you, I just helped Snorre find this book. Snorre is a great scholar. He will continue your work. I wish to know your secret, Lord Cividix. Ambition of man has not all died then. You may ask whatever questions you have. Only for the esoteric shackles bound around my soul I shall answer. Who was a mutant you mentioned? A damned Haggins hag? Oh, one of the crawling around the halls of this horrid place. I had hoped for them all to have fallen. Alas, some have clearly clung to a type of disgusting existence. Unlike you who have clung to a completely regular existence. An arcanist. A true one, yes, despite this one being what I would consider a damned idiot. Himrak Hagginshag is a crazed abomination. He will never return to a sane state, no matter his lofty ambitions. And that idiotic greeting of his, it has burned a hole into my mind I will never be able to repair. If you ever see him, kill him. It would be a mercy upon his ancient soul. I'm looking forward to meeting him someday. I'll kill him for sure. Abominations need to be destroyed. Greetings. What greeting? Looking forward to meet him someday. Do not, or you will too lose a part of your sanity. Snorri wanted to ask you about the animus. Yes, that is why most wish to gather the 6th edition. Oops. The dozen copies I crafted each contained a different foreword. Oh, each a fragment of my knowledge, my decades of research. I could not publish most of it, as it is illegal data gathered during various arcanist experiments. What did you find? The anima and animus are incomplete ideas. They are but a shade of a greater color, a swatch standing midst a palette of the mind. Through mental tribulations and intense physical exertions, I managed to extract a deeper understanding, a categorization of the mind. There is overlap to the general personality research, however, it does not match perfectly, as all creatures seem to exhibit these categories in different forms. 6 categories to be precise. 6. They are not prominent in the thoughts of most. They are not easily pinned down, nor are they practical due to their changing nature. However, there are 6 shades of the psyche which can be practically explored and examined, each on the spectrum of its own. Oh. I have distilled them into the following terms: force, agility, body, intellect, awareness, presence. Each creature has various aspects imprinted onto these 6. For example, the masculine is most often found within the force, though some can see it more within the intellect or presence, while the feminine is mostly found in the body or awareness. There is much, this is a lot of reading again. There is much more to be discovered here. I was in the middle of my last compilation when disaster struck. Once I return, the work shall continue. Wait, once I return? I'm a cleric. Do you have some insight about the gods? Mention that you're a cleric 10 times. Woohoo! Gods are but chosen of the outsiders. I once interviewed a god during the war, a fellow with a light features, his origin tracing back to Vorgenai farmers. He was taken to Thassan as a guest, successfully signing a peace between his insignificant people and our empire. Not an idiot, despite his poor breeding. What the fuck? It must have been the human blood in that giant's veins. Oh, God. He explained to me the functions of divinity as he and other walking gods experienced it, a view of strings. Futures that of chance and fate. So wait, are we a god? Because we can see the string sometimes? This corroborates the common understanding of Jor's strings as chronically bound. And it appears walking gods carry an ability to peer through near autonomous divination into the phrase themselves, which explains their rise during the divine era while simultaneously making their fall during our era all more embarrassing. I don't understand. They can see strings? Phrase? Please elaborate. I don't understand. They can see strings. Not only, they see strings through time. In any case, gods are but a relic of a bygone era. You need not think of them any longer. I suggest leaving whatever divine path you are on the same moment the channeling of those powers stop. Belief has no power in Jor's realm, not in the area of the crowds. I'm a wizard, I'm a rogue. Tell me about this psychoanalysis thing. At first it was a folly. My sanatorium had many experiments running, some of which involved esoteric hypnosis. However, the data uncovered a clear correlation in patients' health when forced to speak about trauma in clinical settings. The art of speechcraft would lessen the effect of mental wounds. Could you psychoanalyze me? No. I do not bother handling patients. There is nothing to be gained in performing such degrading acts myself. But how can you deduce your theories if you don't even interact with the people you write about? Such simple work is beneath me. I do not compile data, I debate and compare. Then who does? It does not matter, but If you want to make sure that your research material is based on the premises that you want to be able to write text about it, you should perform them yourself. What a stupid thing to say. It does not matter, but if you must know, my servant name was Mundus Gay, a hard worker despite his halfling breed. Okay. His inane mumbling on dreams and desire was difficult to compile. However, in the end, I managed to refine them into real science. Tell me about yourself. I will keep it short. I am the offspring of Sassan nobility. While our stature fell along with our city, I pivoted my education and superior breeding to craft power during revolution. It was easy. The rabble are mindless and crave ethics. You're quite the arcanist, aren't you? Look at you now, spirit in a book. Uh-huh. And how did you end up like this? The second wave, when the freestriders grew bold enough to rile their raving mutts into beheading all but the purest of their kin, a purity only proven by loyalty to their ethereal ideals crowned in gold and copper. A phrase from Reed's meaning gold coin and copper press, the two main methods of freestrider success. Before I could escape that wretched ruin of a city, I was thrown into a dungeon. Then, weeks later, they beheaded me in view of the populace. No trial, no dignity. Even the most based of monarch, even the Shadow Lord himself. I would not behave so barbaric towards even their greatest rivals. It is a sign of the time, the lack of respect for anything beyond the oh-so-easy swayed crowd. Why did you stay long enough to be captured? So you really messed up, huh? So you didn't play the game of the crowd. Why did you stay so long? I had my own operations in place. Nothing you need to concern yourself with, you man of small stature. But you will know in time, they all will. Is your soul in all copies of the 6th edition book? Yes, fragments of the whole. So it really is Harry Potter. Huh? Do we need to destroy the Horcruxes? A necrotic spell, not unlike that of lichdom, was undertaken. If you wish to learn more, you will have to survive this next era. For my return will be magnificent. You need any help with that? No. Okay, I have nothing more to ask. Move on. Then I will gladly end this insane conversation. I suggest not summoning me again until you have more useful questions, or I will destroy whatever vessel is near. But for now, you have at the very least shown to be less of an annoyance than that damned Haggin shags. In return, I shall leave this plane once more without ripping your mind to shreds. Let him leave your mind. Oh god, that's so nice on my eyes. Oh. A deep and open vacuum is left within your mind as the presence slips out. As vision returns to your eyes, you see a rough halfling looking down on you. Next to him, your companion poking at you with his foot. I see movement. Marvelous. Simply marvelous, my dear cleric. You appear to have been in contact with the spirit of Cividix himself. I've written down your conversation here. What? Okay, now we get down on the floor. Alright. You've been out of it for a few minutes, talking to yourself. Didn't seem like too much of danger, though. Mostly just some concerning rhetoric. And I'm no expert, but you should be careful. Possessions, from what I know, they can have some long-term effects. There's so much to learn from this absolute piece of shit. Did you manage to write down the foreword? Did you hear the things about the halfling and the rest? Okay. Managed to write down the foreword. I did. It is in a perfect condition. The halfling begins to grasp for papers, more and more papers from his desk. Did you hear the thing about the halfling? Yes, very interesting. He looks around for the pencil. And the rest? Yes, yes. He looks over his notes. Why did we just accidentally summon the spirit of this dead scholar? Snurra hands over his jam-encrusted tome. Over the gem-encrusted tome, its latch firmly resealed. It appears to be some kind of necrotic container, a phylactery of sorts, perhaps, but in a literal sense it does not make sense. Rather, my guess is Cividix bound his spirit to all these magic 6th edition, making sure to spread them out across the collection, spread out across collections in the world. For what purpose? Most likely to bring himself back at some point. How? Who knows? But that book is now yours. Considering the danger involved, I would suggest not opening it again, at least not without a team of backup exorcists. You don't want to have another chat with the old guy? I'd rather not. I'm much more interested in finding out more about this Gaius fellow. Arcanists are well known for approaching the work of other lesser folks, and considering what we heard here today, I wish to delve more properly into all of this. Snorri turns away from the mess on his desk and to face you with a confident smile and sweaty brow. This has been a significant step in the right direction. Thank you, cleric. You're welcome. Hey, I got a magical book out of it. A magical book with a ghost in it. I'll let you know if I find out anything else. Yes, you did. Just try to be careful with it, or do whatever. I'm not your mother. And we shall talk about this far more in the future. That I promise. Yeah, wasn't the most fun experience to witness either. Until the tea shop is dealt with, please don't open that book again. Oh, you didn't like the old ghosts, Nell? No, of course not. I had some biased opinions about Arcanists before today. Now I'm solidified in my opinion. Fuck those guys. Yeah, fuck them. They're probably not all good. All bad. Maybe this guy was an asshole in general. Something about being able to read history books makes me beg to differ. He looks very tired. Snorre, meanwhile, is already deep in writing. Okay. Leave him to his work. How do I do long rests? That's what I am thinking. Can I talk with you? Can you... No. Can you stand still? No. Your pursuit companion. Where do I sleep tonight? I don't know, cleric. He gives you a defeated look. Can't the city pay for something? You're a cleric, for God's sake. I can't just not sleep. I can just not sleep, that's fine, right? Can I sleep with you? Maybe I can sleep with Viskin? Can I sleep in the Goblin Garden? I can just sleep here. I could ask the Coin Lord. It's your boss and job, isn't he? Guess you got another thing to talk with him about. Fun. Okay. I feel like we delve into those mines a little too early. So also, I feel like that was fine. It was fun, if anything. So we finished the first day, and I'm not really sure. This is obviously a very long game. It's very fun to play, but I'm not really convinced if it's like fun for you guys to watch it. So let me know if you want me to continue this game, because if not, then I might just cut it here and we'll jump to the next game. Well, anyway, regardless, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!